Let's wait a few minutes for the song to end. You are welcome to hit the smash the like button tonight. Milk is on the table. Maybe it is. Maybe you're right. I know this will work. I think maybe uncertainty or randomness. So no clue whether it's gonna go up or down. Blatman, 20 bucks. Moon. We got a new contender for the top donator. Top Murmu Inu bag holder. Beside Ron Adopter. Blatman. Heck it. That was a song by When the Man, I don't know what's spelled, When Man Solar. You can find the link down below in the description. The guy is legit. We like the guy. TF Fans Club member as well. So do check him out. Do check him out. Now, everybody, how you guys doing? How you guys doing? Who's in the chat? Patch, Guitar, Decentropel, what's up? We got a ferry, the bridge cable, TR Bay, Yo yo, good evening man, how you doing? Hubert, Captain, Tribe member, VTube NL, hey man, how you doing? Mladen Petro, what's up Mladen? Ryan, as well, Big Tuna Crypto BTC, let's go bro. The number one waffler, heavy bottomed. Keith Hammond is back in the chat. Hey man, how you doing? What's up? Not much. So we're gonna see, it's gonna be quick and dirty live stream. I think I might hit the sec a little bit earlier tonight. I should, you know, for the sake of my life. Oh yeah, we're just starting. My long is exploding. I'm guessing that there is some kind of axis behind that long. JPD, wait one. So guys, right now 3% up on the chart. Unfortunately, we got this triple bottom down here confirmed. We got triple. Let's do it on another chart up here because it's a clean chart. So what happened here, we got a triple bottom down here. We managed to get support. We held the support. We came close to support, not all, but this is a triple bottom down here. This is the resistance that you have to go above to confirm this triple bottom. The triple bottom is confirmed right now, and right now it can continue towards upside. The problem here on this up here, it's on the damn 4-hourly time frame. We still don't have any decent pattern on the daily time frame yet. Bitcoin falling wedge 2 hour, we'll check it out. We don't still have any kind of, you know, decent pattern on the daily time frame, but you know, these small time frames do indicate some kind of bottom down here. If you remember down here, we had double bottom down here, very nice, with a engulfing candle towards upside, broke that towards upside, but you know, it did not go, you know, as planned that high. Right now we got a triple bottom. It's a lot bigger than this over here. It's a lot bigger, you know, triple bottom down here, and we are pushing towards upside. We're also above some kind of a 20 moving average up here. You can see above 20 moving average on the 4-hourly time frame, above 20 moving average. So you know, there is definitely bullishness kicking in. Unfortunately, if you look at on the daily time frame, we are just having a move towards the upside. Unfortunately, we are having a move towards the upside up here. The problem with this over here is that we are expecting a move towards the upside because we are extended on the downside. We are extended on the downside, so we are kind of expecting PLM make us rich, no joke. Yeah, sure, man. Yeah, triple bottom was legit. So this move towards upside right now, it's hitting a lot of resistance levels. So you got a 20-10 moving average coming up down here. And you can see we only moved up to 100 moving average up here. Let's see if this bottom down here is broken. That looks like it's gonna be broken on the daily time frame, which can actually be nice. And this pattern down here might be a little bit, you know, some kind of reversal pattern. I don't know what's this called. It's not Morningstar Doji or anything like that, but you know. I know, what should put this line up here, maybe something like this, give or take. So you see, we came down to the bottom down there. We are still inside the triangle, you know, the way we draw the triangle, not everybody else. We're still inside the triangle up here. You know, when you have these kind of big moves on the downside, you have to have some kind of pullback towards the upside to test some kind of you know, resistance or previous support as a resistance right now. So yeah, you know, this was the target area. Right now we are hitting the target area. The question is, will we manage to get back out of this you know, triangle up here? Will we manage to get above, you know, certain moving averages up here and so forth, because this was kind of expected. So this move on the downside is still not done yet, the way I see it. We can pull some trend lines up here, so you can see this on the daily time frame. On the daily time frame, we are still not breaking. We are still not breaking the trend over here on the daily time frame. On the 4-hourly time frame, it looks something like this. I'm going to show you. It looks something like this over here. Up here, I mean, it looks something like this, like we broke, but you know, you have to use all of these wicks up here. And if you use these wicks, I don't like using this wick, but you know, it looks like we are still below it. Then there is of course a possibility to use this wick on the downside. That means that we are above it. And then there is the other way that we have been drawing the trend line, and that's something like this down here. And this definitely broke. We already broke it up here, but you know, maybe, just maybe, right now we are hitting this resistance. So until this resistance as well, because you can see a very nice confluence between the trend line and the triangle over here. We also got this I don't think we don't have on the daily. We have this 100 moving average up here. So there's a lot of resistance right over here. If you can manage to break towards the upside from these levels up here towards the upside, that I would consider bullish. What's happening right now, not so much, not yet, you know. And this I'm not quite sure where it is going to go from close to close. I'm not quite sure if this, you know, double bottom goes from close to close, because from close to close is, you know, played out triple bottom or not. You know, maybe it should be weak, but then it should be this week down here, and then, you know, a breakout towards the upside up here, above the wick up here. You know, target should be around 42, maybe. Depends on how you decide where the target is on this over here. But the way I see it, we are unfortunately still in triangle. But you know, we are okay, and we need to see if we can manage to break towards the upside up here. So yeah, the 3% move towards the upside is nice, but you know, that came after, you know, a move that was, you know, 6% on the downside. So you know, we need some big moves towards the upside right now. The volume, let's see, volume up here. Volume is still declining towards downside. This is on Qcoin again. How much reliable this is not good to say. But this support down here at around 39,000 does look to hold for right now. And as long as it's holding, it's okay, right? It's okay. So this is right now the triangle that is going in. If you get rejected up here and start going down below this level again, that's a dump level. So the way I see it right now, the big dump will come once we again cross 39,500, give or take 39,530. If we cross if we cross this level again on the downside, that means get rejected up here, start going towards downside, and then break this level up here. Not only are we breaking the very important level up here after a retest, we also breaking out of the triangle, and we might see a considerable dump on the downside. Might all right now it should be around something like 37,000, give or take 37, 36,000 down here, just on the breakouts itself, right? On the breakout itself, we might see a big move towards downside. That already there might be something like 4 or 5% on the downside, because this is a very important level of support. So you break that, you're gonna, best case scenario, break towards upside. Worst case scenario, we slowly get rejected and get back to the line. Once we are back on the line, if we break on the downside, we are dumping, guys. We are dumping. I don't want to see that, but right now that's what we have right now. On the daily time frame, on the weekly time frame, what you're gonna see here, let's just remove everything up here. What you're gonna see here, that we managed to move back above the 10 moving average, which is very nice. We like this hammer doji up here, above the 10 moving average. His head is sticking, barely above that. That's kind of bullish, but still 4 days and 6 hours left for this candle to close. So there is a lot that can actually happen until the candle closes up here, right? A lot that can happen. So we are still not looking on the weekly time frame up here. We are already bearish after this evening star doji pattern played out down below the 50 and the 20 moving average. Best case scenario right now is just pumping right back up here, but are we gonna do that? I mean, we still have 4 days left for that, so there is always that. There is always that, right? Let me just go a little bit back and get the lines back over here. And that's as much as I got for you guys right now. This is what I got for you. Somebody said there is a falling wedge on the 2-hourly time frame. Let's go to 2-hour time frame. Falling wedge. I don't see the falling wedge on the 2-hourly time frame. This should be the resistance. I mean, there looks like there was some kind of falling wedge up here. Maybe like it's a big maybe, because you only got 2 touches up here before we actually broke on the downside. So I don't see the falling wedge though. DXY falling is bit, that's why Bitcoin DXY is going up. Yeah, DXY is falling a little bit on the downside, but it's still not it still haven't broken the trend. It did get extended up here towards the upside, a little bit up here, but it's still keeping this 70 level. So pullback might come, and still haven't broken the trend up here. Still haven't broken the trend. Maybe it's even increasing the trend up towards the upside here. So until it actually goes below, starts breaking the trend, maybe this 10 moving average. This is technically, DXY is technically still in a very big uptrend right now. So that needs to be taken into consideration. This 2-hourly time frame. Let's check our 4-hourly time frame. So 4-hourly time frame, are we breaking the 4-hourly time frame? I mean, you could, it looks like it's on the bottom right now. Maybe it's gonna pull back a little bit if it breaks this line level on the downside, but the big time frame says it's gonna continue pumping towards the upside. Did you see outflow of BTC on exchanges? Looks bullish. No, I did not see that. I think we reached top on the XY because we had divergence on the weekly and daily, ascending broadening wedge on the weekly. It looks good for crypto. Yes, there is divergence here on the weekly time frame, but it can only pull you back a little bit, and divergence is already done, so divergence doesn't mean that much. Ascending broadening wedge. It looks more like I mean, technically it is, but this should maybe go like this. Maybe I think it's just a channel towards the upside. It looks more, broadening wedges are often a lot more, pronounced than this, but this over here looks like some kind of channel with some kind of, fails on the downside down here. I think it's a channel. Maybe. Zillica, tomorrow they have a meetup. Hello, hi PL, how you doing, man? Welcome back in the chat. Maybe one big move to, I haven't seen massive liquidation move yet. Nah, that might happen. What is happening now in 22 is the rare, or did you see this kind of slowness before in history? No clue, man. When the man is in the chat, for your information, I smashed the like button. Thanks, man, I appreciate that. And welcome back to the chat. We played your song in the start of the video. Hope you liked that. Not yet. Might be bear flag forming. Bear flag for might be bear flag on Bitcoin. There was divergence up here, like today in today's morning video. We said, you know, I'm not expecting any kind of big moves. This was, you know, technically a big move, but you know, I wasn't that actually. There was, you know, price was going down, RSI up here was going towards the upside, so we're expecting this move towards the downside. You can see how fast this move can actually play out. Fast, you know, it went downside and then right back up again, you know, and corrected everything. Daily time frame looks like it's you know, creating some kind of bottom here. We got today's 13. In 3 days we got a full moon again. Up here there's a full moon starting, so this might be bottom if you are, you know, following full moons. We are at the point for the XY where the last big move for BTC started. Did it? That's interesting. Let's check it out. We're just gonna clip a clean chart up here, and we're gonna add BTC USDT up here, new price scale up here. Nah, it doesn't seem that way, man. Doesn't seem. I mean, okay, it does. It does. Okay, so it was pretty high up here, and then we start this move towards the upside, where DXY tanked on the downside, right, and pushed the price of Bitcoin towards the upside. But this zigzag pattern has been holding steadily while the DXY has been going towards the upside, guys. It has been holding steadily. The question is if this, because this looked like to me like some kind of, you know, parabolic move towards downside that says going to blow off and go towards downside. If that happens, we might get another one of these big moves towards downside. Good catch, man. Did not even notice that. Good catch, that. But over here, this is 2070 top. Oh man, let's use another chart up here instead of this one. BLX, let's use BLX up here. Okay, let's add BLX. BLX is full history chart of Bitcoin, so we're gonna use that. So what we're gonna see here, and we're gonna set this as well on the logarithmics so you can see it better. I'm gonna clean anything on the chart, so you can see here that, you know, technically you could say that, you know, previous bull run started on the Corona dumping. You can see how high this was, and then it went down, and we were on bottom and it went up, right? So you could say this is start over here, right? And right now we are, you know, kicking to these previous highs up here, and previously 2017 bull market, sorry, 2017 bull market technically started up here somewhere, right? Give or take, let's say down here it started, right? You can see we are pretty high above, you know, around 100. It still went sideways up here while we are climbing towards the upside, and over here it dumped on the downside, and we still continue going towards the upside. So I don't know, you know, we can still have a move on the price towards the upside, even if the DXY goes sideways. Where are these stops? Nah. So there might be some correlation, but you know, it's I don't see that much correlation right now. It is interesting, but we don't need to do. Okay, this is good to know. Okay. As I said, bro, it's a miracle that we did not crash harder. Nope. Okay, so Bitcoin right now is 3.56% towards the upside. And if you look at the moving averages and stuff like that, right, over here, it is trying to go for this resistance up here at 41.5. There is slight divergence up here, but if it just continues a little bit up above the resistance up here, it just might break towards the upside. There's a big divergence on the 50-minute chart now. So we'll see if we break towards the upside. I'm not saying anything right now because I actually don't know how this is gonna play out. I don't even have that much opinion on the matter. But you know, there's that. I don't know anything when the next full moon is. Pink moon, new beginnings and regrowth. Too funny. Is that true, man? Nice. Nice. And other coins, you know, CoinSkid, you know, B Pro is having a nice move towards the upside up here, trying to get it back up, you know, but it broke certain levels up here, so you're trying to get back above the levels. If it fails that, you might see more move towards downside. And there are a lot of coins that I can, you know, see that right now are looking VTHO, big move towards the upside. This is, you know, more in Doji Star pattern, but you know, it's already played out. Bitcoin Cash had a move of 10% towards the upside for whatever reason. I don't know why. Comp 15% towards the upside, above the moving averages up here on the daily time frame. Weekly time frame still looks kind of squishy, but you know, it is holding certain levels up here. Glimmer up 13% as well on the weekly time frame, still holding above this 10 moving average. On the daily time frame, it is looking a little bit, you know, bullish up here, a little bit bullish. I don't know why, because you know, it fell through everything and right now climbing back above the moving averages up here. So there's still, you know, major resistance up here at whatever this level is up here. That's 4746. I think that's a very important level to break. So right now it is climbing back, you know, to retest this resistance, but needs to break this resistance, I think, to, you know, climb higher. So you're gonna see that. But you know, 13% today, that's nice. That's nice of Glimmer. There is actually nothing else that's above 10% right now. Beside those coins that I just made, at least not on my list. I got like only 130 coins on the list, so you know, there's that. My birthday is Friday the 15th. Give me some good news for my birthday. Good news for your birthday. Well, good news is, you know, the day after your birthday is full moon, so there is gonna be a lot of, you know, good news when it comes. Comp doing fine. Full moon dump or pump? Well, the worst thing we've done during the full moon is kind of sideways motion. So we can analyze the full moons a little bit up here. So what we're gonna look at right now is how much we have, you know, gone after the full moon. So this is the full moons, right? So let's see in this bear market full moons, right? Bear market full moons. The only full moon that we actually dumped on was this over here, this last full moon. So if you see this last full moon until the new moon, we actually went down over here. But you know, every other of these full moons start here, you know, dump is all the way down, but you know, technically say it was down here, but you know, it was kind of sideways, mostly sideways. This up here, you know, new moon down there, so it was a little bit on the downside. This is full moon, this is new moon, so it kind of went up there. This is full moon, this is new moon, it went up there, right? But you can see that, you know, even the bear market, this full moons kind of, you know, sideways beside this one over here to this one over here, right? It kind of went kind of sideways only. This one up here to this one actually went towards the upside. So right now, what we can expect, unless we break, you know, do some big no-no towards the downside, we can expect some kind of sideways motion or a move towards the upside. Move towards the upside on the full moon should be bullish and even, you know, restart the bull market maybe. And you know, sideways movement is kind of, you know, it's kind of telling that, you know, we don't have strength enough. BTC forming inverted head and shoulders. Where did you see head and shoulders, man? Inverted head and shoulders. I don't see it, man. Bless you. Thanks, man. Thanks, woman. Literally just full moon retouch. Warren Buffett to someone likes, he gets 30 gains just by trading using moon cycles. Just want to say hi and appreciate your stream. Definitely one of my favorites. Collector, thanks for stopping by. What is the full moon, by the way? Never heard it's in TA. You did not hear about, you know, full moons. Oh man, you're missing out. Full moons is how we know whether we're gonna go up or down. Full moons is how we know whether we are bullish or bearish. Full moon is how we, you know, how we trade, you know. Full moons, new moons, pedigree, apogee, you know, these kind of stuffs. W bottom on the monthly potential. Yeah, let's check out the monthly time frame here for a second up here. W bottom. There is definitely, you know, some kind of a hope that this is W bottom up here, but you know, it can be also W top up here, but you need to break this level down here. So if this is some kind of double top up here, you need to go below 34,000, close down here, to confirm this double top up here, right? It can also be some kind of inverse head and shoulders, right? You know, left shoulder, head, right shoulder, and then you break on downside, right? That can also be that. But this, I wouldn't say it's double bottom. I wouldn't say it's double bottom though. I mean, since January. What? Since January? January is over here, man. This is January. So, but there is no pivot point. Pivot point is when, you know, price does this or price does this. These are pivot points, and there is no pivot point here. So it's really, you know, this is pivot point, pivot point, pivot point, pivot point. Pivot point, maybe some kind of pivot point. It's not. This is a pivot point, pivot point, pivot point. You know, these pivot points are really important. When price just moves, you know, through something, there is no pivot point. We cannot, you know, assume it's any kind of thing. But you know, can we say this? I mean, we are using this over here as some kind of head, you know, head and shoulders pattern. So there might be that. Still got 2 weeks left for this weekly candle close up here. Best case scenario, we pump up above the 10 moving average, you know. So maybe we're at some kind of bottom right now. If you look at it, I mean, it does look nice. We went, you know, we had this extend, smack, hug, and then the dump pattern should come here. We actually blew through the upside, but we went back down there. Right now consolidating. This consolidation oftentimes just leads to, you know, more dump on the downside. But, you know, there is always hope that, you know, since we are hugging this 10 moving average on the top side, that this is gonna pull back up here. It doesn't matter where it pulls back, and then, you know, climb back up here and continue towards the upside. It all depends on how much bullishness there is in the market. And this is a long-term chart. This, you know, a lot can change. So oftentimes when you see any kind of pattern, doesn't matter if that's, you know, a triangle or a rising wedge or whatever, there is a lot of psychology playing inside that pattern, and that needs persist over the time that the pattern is being created. But when there is something such a huge, like, you know, 1.5 year pattern that's being played out, oftentimes it can easily break because people forget the sentiment, and sentiment can change, you know, on the dollar. Something can happen, you know. So patterns break a lot easier on the big time frames than on the small time frames. What's the target for a potential double bottom? This over here? Well, first of all, we need to break this level up here, and then that's, you know, so, you know, if we break towards the upside, it's being on 100k, 110k. No move phase are cult indicators, no fibs. Yeah, we don't use fibs here. Does full moon correlate with fib time? We don't use fib time, man. Fib time is, you know, whack stuff. We are not whacked, you know. Fibonacci's are for people who believe in the ghosts and stuff like that. We don't do that over here. We believe in the real stuff, you know, psychology of the markets, you know, emotions. That's where the moon comes in. So if I buy something Friday, I expect to move sideways or go up Saturday on full moon. I feel a potential leverage low coming on. I mean, it did happen a couple of times that we went down on the full moon, but, you know, mostly towards the upside. Boomer stuff, fibs. Yeah, fibs are for boomers, man. We don't do that over here. We the new kids on the block. We are new kids on the block. We believe in real stuff like move it. I mean, it works. I mean, why not? Yeah, it works. So over here, Bitcoin is pulling back a little bit right now. Over here, not that much, but, you know, it is hitting this very major important resistance. You can see it's hitting it on the dollar. And by the way, guys, let me show you something over here. Let me show you something. If you weren't a believer yet, you know, we'll see how this actually plays out. But, you know, we've been drawing this, you know, the trend line like this over here, like this right here. And I've been saying that, you know, I'm the only one who's drawing it like this, right? And now it depends on how you draw these bottoms down here, but, you know, it's give or take, maybe something like this, and, you know, because there's too many. But the upper line, the upper resistance lines was pretty legit several times. You know, we hit this on the dollar, on the dollar, on the dollar, on the dollar. Especially this ending was very nice. And then this move on the downside was very nice. So the lines are respected very nicely. Look what's happening right now. Almost on the dollar, we are hitting the same line up here, right? If you go up there to the 1 hour 30 minutes, you know, you see here right up there, came to the line, on the line, and bounced back down. So on the dollar. So importance of drawing correct lines, finding the right lines, finding the legit lines. That's why I still believe that this triangle up here is a lot more important than the ascending wedge up here. So the triangle up here, even though we broke up triangle, we came right back into it. Right now retesting this as the resistance, and we'll see if we can actually manage to get back outside of this again towards the upside. But if you break this on downside, it's gonna be ugly. I think it's gonna be ugly. They just dropped us a 6% raise. Talked to a manager there. She said we need about another 1,500 warm bodies. Not quite sure what you meant by that. Time fibs are good for splitting full moon to new moon signals on thirds for me. Dushan, I mean, if that works for you, go ahead, man. But time fibs, we are not into those kind of stuff. You should probably look at the time fibs, but I'm not really into adding nature into the charts. I like adding emotion and psychology into the charts. I think that works well. He's talking to me. Oh, okay, sorry for my for disrupting your chat. Just keep on going. But next time you write to somebody, write the name before that, because else I'm thinking you're saying out loud or to me. Is Pitchfork used for price action, right, to predict where the pullback is? Pitchfork is just just the channel, man. We don't use Pitchfork up here, but it's just a channel. It's a channel, it really doesn't matter, right? It's just a channel. But but they use these extensions up here for whatever reason, right? And they look like something like this up here. Then you gotta get this Pitchfork, but it's just they're just channels. But it's easy to use Pitchfork because you put it on two lines and then you just correct it wherever the lines are, right? So you need some kind of bottom down here, right? It doesn't matter where the bottom is, right? You need some kind of bottom and you need some kind of top, wherever the top line is, right? And then you can adjust it very nicely, and then you see it's down to these thirds up here, it's down to these down here. It looks like some kind of channel. This looks like some kind of triangle. Right now we need to break this, then get up here, then up here, then up here, then up here, and then out of it. It's just channel. Pitchfork is just channels, man. I'm trying to get a job where he works. Bitcoin is showing strength on the 1 second moving average. Yeah, we're not gonna do. It's quasi-related TLI. There is a lack of good workers in banking industry. Come to the US, get a nice banking job with us in Pennsylvania. Lack of good workers in banking industry. Isn't banking industry support to crash down? Isn't that what we are trying to do here with Bitcoin? Isn't that the whole reason? We are trying to get Wick to lose his job, guys. We are trying to get everybody to use Bitcoin so Wick will lose his job. That's our life goal here, guys. That's the goal of entire crypto, to get Wick, to lose the job. Load up cannabis stocks before 4/20/22. Whenever we dump, I'll say to myself in my best Sasha accent, need some kind of a bottom. Yeah, we need always some kind of bottom. Until that happens, So, Pitchfork is nice. It's used for something, but we don't use. We just pull the channels. There are other channels. Channel lines that you can pull out. This is one of them, but the problem here is just shows you one channel. So we created our own very personal TLA channels, and you look at this, man. However many channels you wanna see, man. 1,000 channels, no problem. Channel. That's what the Pitchfork is about, And this can be pulled down here because Pitchfork had 4. This is 6 up here. It's a 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, something like this. This is a Pitchfork because Pitchfork went from up here, right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 7, 1, 2, 3, 4, right? That's Pitchfork. This is the Pitchfork. But we got all kinds of stuff. We can do so many things on chart, man. We can find hope where there is no hope. We can find, agony where there is no agony. We can find whatever you want to find. It's like statistics. You want it to look good, you make it look good. You want it to look bad, you make it look bad. No problems. Okay, so Bitcoin is definitely right now trying to do something. Unfortunately hitting this resistance right now. Don't see, you know, it had a big pump up here above the moving average. Maybe if it starts consolidating up here at the top up here, maybe potential, you know, to break up above the channel is. But if you start seeing it, you know, after a small consolidation up here, if you start seeing movements on downside, and then we go back down here, you know, watch out for the dump. Watch out for the dump. Okay, guys, that was quick and dirty TLI live stream. You know, I know it was short. The Bitcoin Daily today was also short. Not kind of in mood, you know, I don't know why. That said, I thanks everybody for stopping by. Just want to have a quick and dirty look on what's happening in Bitcoin. Everybody, thanks for being here. Tomorrow, 9 a.m. Central European time, on the dollar, Bitcoin Daily. Gonna be tried. Tomorrow is gonna happen on the dollar tomorrow. Laku noć. Laku noć, baba fraga. Baba fraga. When the man, I love this song, man. This is legitimately, you know, insanely sweet tune. Laku noć. Dodge Daddy remix of this song, please. Could that be done? Nah, Dodge Daddy has its own, you know, style and thing, you know. You cannot change Dodge Daddy, man. But this is really nice. It's like when you hear the song, there is like optimism. You can hear it. It's a chill optimism. Like, yeah, guys, relax, man. No problem. We're going up. Doesn't matter, man. It's gonna be fine. Nice song, nice song. Okay, guys, thanks for stopping by. Tomorrow, same time, same place, give or take. We'll see. Hopefully Bitcoin does nice. Do we get a course up here? Okay, bye-bye. Where's my stop button? There is no stop button. This on my USDC from both. There's the stop button.